Namaste, everyone. Welcome to your weekly dose of yoga with Priyanka. I'm going to do a sequence with you today, which is going to be managing the stress of Christmas shopping. Like it sounds, we're very stressed right now, or some of us are very stressed right now, thinking about what to buy for Christmas, and that tends to take its toll and create a lot of unnecessary panic. And I figured that the best way to deal with that panic is to use yoga to take a step back, breathe, relax. Because then the ideas of what to buy become a lot easier. So I know I'm sitting in Vajrasan, so that's not a pose that I would recommend if you have knee or ankle issues. So let's just scoot down into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. You can always use a cushion under the sit bones to lift you higher so that it's more comfortable on the knees and the back. Closing your eyes, bringing your awareness to your breath. Try for the next few breaths to switch from inhaling in through the nostrils and exhaling out of the nostrils. Switch it to exhaling out from the mouth. Now, this is something that I am always mentioning in my yoga videos because it allows us to switch from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is something that we really need to do, especially if we're dealing with that stress of what to buy and when to buy and the best deals and will this person like it and whatever it is that is involved with Christmas shopping, which is supposed to be technically fun, but somewhere down the road the fun tends to get overshadowed by wanting to give the person the perfect gift. So take a step back, close your eyes, bring that awareness to the breath. Notice whether you're breathing into the chest or the belly. Visualize your breath as a healing golden light or a color which is entering the body, wrapping itself around the internal organs, muscles, the tendons. When you exhale, visualize that you're releasing tension, tightness, stress. Notice whether your shoulders rise and fall. And if they do, then you know you're breathing into your chest. So try to relax the shoulders and really pull that breath down into the belly. Again, it's like riding a bicycle. We're bound to fall a couple of times, but with time and practice, or especially with a lot of practice, we can get that breathing technique down to an art which just comes very easily, but it will require a little bit of practice. Notice the length of your incoming breath and the outgoing breath. We're going to take 3 more breaths, focusing really intently on them. with that heightened sense of awareness. So enjoying that stillness. And then we're going to come on to all fours, but where we normally do the sun salutation and a little bit of cat and cow action, today I'm going to skip all that and I'm going to go directly into stuff which makes us really focus. So it's going to take us away from the stresses. So stretching the right leg out, just feel that, flex it. You can feel your calf muscle. And then bring your right knee back down onto the mat and then stretch the left leg out behind you. Really feel that stretch. It gives you a hamstring stretch in a very different kind of a way from the downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the right leg in front. So coming into like a crescent or an Anjaneyasana stance, lifting the chest, hands in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. So here what we're going to do is, if you can, comfortably sink in to the hips, okay? Knee always over the ankle. Place the elbow or the upper arm on the thigh. And this is the first variation of Parshavottanasana. Now I know I'm wearing socks, so you might want to remove the socks. Then what we're going to do is lift the left knee off the mat and lift the chest up. So you see here I'm really leaning down, but here I'm lifting up. This is balance. This is very intense on the thighs. And then lower your knee. Good. Swiveling back to the front. Placing the hand back down. Stretch the right leg back out in front of you. And then lower the knee. We're going to bring now the left leg in front. Okay. Walk the right knee further back. Check knee over ankle. Okay, and remember, you can still be up like this and get into the pose. But if your hips are open and you're comfortable and you want to feel that stretch without injuring yourself, very important, sink into the hips. So bringing your hands up in front of the chest into prayer position, also known as Anjali Mudra, turning over to the left and lift your knee up. Lift the chest up. Make sure that you're not leaning down into the left knee or the left thigh. And lower back down. Perfect. From here, no. Okay, from here, what we're going to do, and this is going to be a balance, standing, garudasan, eagle. We're going to come back up. What we're going to do is, at an angle, bend the knees, stretch the right leg out, and wrap the leg around the left leg, hooking your toes. Now here what you're going to do is, If this is a little bit tricky, I have a little Christmas present box, which technically I would put a present in, but right now it's empty so that I can fill it with some yoga goodness. So wrapping around and then move it so that the toes can use that as a support for balance. And then wrap your arms around. So I've got my right arm wrapped around my left into eagle, garudasan. If you have ankle or knee issues, you want to try and stay away from this pose. And unwrap. Shake the legs, and this is one of those like super intense poses. Bending the knees. This time, wrapping the left around the right, hooking the toes. Remember to swap the arms. So since we did right under left last time, we're going to do left under right. Lifting up. And release. So this is a little bit of a tricky pose. You got to be careful of the knees and the ankles. Keep them safe. And I like showed you, you can use a little box or a block, turn it. It does have something in it. So balance, of course, is something that we always find a little bit mind consuming. And then we're going to do trikonasan. Coming into warrior two stand, pointing the left toes out, right foot flat. Lean from the hips, exhale, bringing your left hand against the knee or the shin, and the right hand straight up. So this stops us from leaning forward, stops us from leaning too far back. If you're really super comfortable with your balance here, turn and look up at the ceiling. And then inhaling back up, swapping the feet, turning the left, pointing the right. Inhaling, lifting your arms, lean to the right. Exhale, swivel down, placing the right hand against the shin, bringing the left straight up towards the ceiling. Again, once you're comfortable, look up at the ceiling and enjoy the inner thigh stretch. Stretch on the side of the body. Make sure that you're not holding and then dropping down into your leg. And release. We're going to inhale back up again. So exhale down. Twists and side stretches are always done on an exhale. So remember to try to synchronize the breath as much as we can with the movements. It just helps with getting into the pose a lot deeper. Plus it takes our mind away from other things. Trikonasan, the triangle variation, has a lot of different permutations and combinations to it. So play with it, have fun, but remember to make sure that you're safe on the neck front in terms of turning the neck. And then the last pose that I'd like to do for the day is a back bend. So we're going to lie down on our stomach and we're going to do Shalabhasana locust pose, just to always balance and undo those hours of hunched over in front of a computer, which I know many of us are facing, and we might even do it a little bit more since we're shopping online. So lying down on the ground, chin on the mat, arms are stretched out, and then just inhale, lift up everything, legs, arms, chest, head. And then exhale down. Relaxing in child's pose, Shashankasan, lowering the hips. Bringing the forehead to the mat, stretching the arms out. And inhaling back up. So I'm going to have to run. As you can see, somebody wants my attention. So I'm just going to say namaste and thanks for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe, enable your notifications, like, comment. And this is so much fun for me to do. I want to hear from you. Take care. Have a lovely week. See you next time.